step into the fiery pages of London's tumultuous past, where the city has weathered storms of rebellion, pestilence, and the relentless Blitz. Among the epic tales of its nearly 2,000-year history, none burn brighter in infamy than the Great Fire of 1666. Picture this: a mighty conflagration consuming the heart of the old city over several harrowing days and nights in early September. As the flames danced, they mercilessly devoured 13,200 homes, rendering 600,000 people homeless. The blaze spared no grandeur, gutting 87 churches, 44 livery halls, and iconic landmarks like Barnard's Castle, the Royal Exchange, and St. Paul's Cathedral. London's medieval charm, once standing tall, now lay in ashes. In the next few minutes, we will witness an immersive journey through the labyrinth of London's greatest calamity. Explore how the flames leapt and roared, devouring streets and landmarks.
Farriners finally went to bed an hour ago. Their 23-year-old daughter Hannah was the last to go to sleep after getting a light for a candle.
Feel the heat and chaos experienced by those on the ground. Discover the few rare survivors, buildings that defied the inferno's wrath. London, a city steeped in history, still whispers the echoes of its wicked past. In the haunting whispers of 1658, a Quaker named Walter Costello penned a prophetic pamphlet urging London to distance itself from impending doom. Puts the evil day far from thee, and repent not. Do so, London. But if thou make not ashes of the city and thy bones, conclude me a liar forever. London, repent or burn. Little did he know, 8 years later, his chilling words would echo with eerie accuracy. Costello wasn't alone in predicting the impending catastrophe. Rumors circulated, connecting seers like Nostradamus and Mother Shipton to London's fate. In 1651, astrologer William Lilly added fuel to the ominous fire with illustrations, including one of London ablaze. So compelling was his vision that, after the Great Fire, he faced suspicion of arson. Called before a parliamentary committee, he had to prove his innocence. Today, a green plaque adorns the abandoned Holborn's tube station, commemorating Lilly's curious foresight. Yet, it wasn't just astrologers and soothsayers who sensed doom in the air. In the midst of the mid-17th century, the dreaded number 666, foretold as the satanic mark of the beast in the Bible's apocalyptic book of Revelation, cast an ominous shadow over everyday folk, fueling fears that the year 1666 would bring considerable dread. These were turbulent times indeed. In 1665, the Great Plague, predicted by the eerie foresight of astrologer William Lilly, swept across England, its deadly bubonic shadow lingering into 1666. By the onset of the Great Fire, this gruesome disease had claimed over 68,500 lives in London alone, with historians estimating a toll closer to $100,000, a staggering 15% of the capital's population. As if the plague weren't enough, 1666 found the nation embroiled in war with the Dutch, accompanied by fierce animosity towards the French and Catholics. These factors, as we'll later discover, fueled wild conspiracy theories and violent assaults as the flames erupted. Despite the restoration of the monarchy under Charles II in 1660, pockets of disgruntled Republicans opposed the king, hinting at the specter of terrorist-style violence reminiscent of the infamous gunpowder plot of 1605, hanging like a dark cloud over the era.
The plan is terrifying in its simplicity. It is to blow up the king, the king's nearest relations, the entire nobility, the political nation, gathered together at the state opening of Parliament. May 1604, they actually come up with the means to put this plan into effect. A house adjacent to the old House of Lords has fallen vacant. The lease has fallen vacant.
It was Thomas Percy, newly appointed to the King's bodyguards, who secured the lease on the apartment. To avoid arousing suspicion, Guy Fawkes now took up residency under the alias of John Johnson.
Because he had been out of the country for 10 years, he was unknown in the small world that was Jacobean London.
In our contemporary world, the term pudding conjures images of delectable cakes and sweet indulgences, especially when associated with bakers. However, stepping back into the 1600s, pudding held an entirely different meaning. Originally, it referred to offal, particularly the entrails of pigs and sheep, giving rise to names like steak and kidney pudding. Despite the presence of a bakery on Pudding Lane, the street was renowned for its butchers and slaughterhouses. As we traverse the historical landscape, envision Pudding Lane as a thoroughfare where the road sloped toward the wider Thames of yesteryear, aiding in the drainage of blood and other remnants from the butchering trade. John Stowe, the pioneer chronicler of London, noted that Pudding Lane once boasted the more pleasant moniker of Red Rose Lane.
Thank you for being part of our journey today. If you crave adventure and love exploring the beauty of our planet, consider subscribing to Discovery for more exciting discoveries. Remember, the world is full of wonders waiting to be uncovered. Until our next exploration, keep the curiosity alive. Safe travels and see you soon.